What is up, you guys? Welcome back. It has been a hot minute since I filmed a video. Everything has just been absolutely crazy. I am going to film kind of like a life update video. I mean, not that there's anything major going on in my life, but I have been pretty absent from my channel, from YouTube for a few months. So I am going to film that, but that's a totally different thing. Today, we're going to talk Harry Potter, and I am so excited about this. I have on my Harry Potter Marauders Map sweatshirt. I'm wearing my Hufflepuff hairball, even though you guys can't really see that. Sorry, but Hufflepuff forever. So I'm really sorry about the lighting. It is so dreary outside. I have every light that I could possibly have in front of me on, and it's not working, so forgive me. But I am going to be doing the ultimate Harry Potter tag. I'm actually not 100% sure who to credit for this. I know that somebody made it up somewhere, but I'm going to do a little bit more research. If I can find who to credit for it, I will leave it in the description box. But you guys will see me look down at my phone. I do have all of the questions listed here, and I am super excited about it. So let's get started, I guess. So the first question is a very simple one. What's my favorite Harry Potter book? This is kind of hard for me because I love them all so much. I don't know. I think I'm gonna say the Half Blood Prince. Either that one, well, hello there. Either that one or the Deathly Hallows, just because, I mean, everything happens in the Deathly Hallows, I feel like. But the Half Blood Prince is so just emotional, I guess. It wasn't the first one to make me cry, but it was definitely the first one to make me cry that much, I guess. Actually, at the end of the Half Blood Prince, when I finished the book, I threw it across the room because it made me so emotional. Like not necessarily angry. It was just like, oh my gosh, like it's over. And I was somebody who was reading these books like, I guess you would call it live. So I had to wait for the Deathly Hallows to come out. Like all y'all teenagers and everybody who are just getting into Harry Potter now, y'all don't have to wait. We had to wait like a year and a half for each book to come out. So yeah. And then least favorite book, probably, I don't even know if I have a least favorite book. I guess I'll say like the Sorcerer's Stone or the Philosopher's Stone, whatever you want to call it. Just because the kids are so young and it's kind of hard to like relate to them. But it's also like opening that world. So I don't have a least favorite, really. I mean, they're amazing. So my favorite movie, I'm going to say it's a dead tie between The Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows Part 2. Because so much happens. I mean, just so much happens. I'm just gonna say that. And my least favorite movie, again, probably Sorcerer's Stone slash Philosopher's Stone, just because it's hard to like relate and everything. I don't know. They're just little kids. It was hard for me to relate. My favorite quote. There's a lot of good ones. I mean, obviously, like, I solemnly swear that I am up to no good, mischief managed. Um, Dumbledore has so many good quotes. Help will always be given at Hogwarts to those who ask for it slash deserve it. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. I mean, there's so many. I'm sure I'll think of more after this video is over, but there are so many. Like these books, they're amazing. And the scripts for the movies were amazing. There's so many quotes. I don't even know where to begin. One of my one of my favorite parts is actually when Harry is they're preparing for the Yule Ball, and he and Ron are like getting ready, and Ron puts on those awful dress robes, and he's like, "Murder me, Harry." Like I say that all the time. Like if I'm in a situation where like it's just an awkward situation or there's something that I don't want to do, like I'll turn to my husband or I'll turn to one of my friends and I'll be like, "Murder me, Harry." Anyways, that's besides the point. My favorite Weasley. We were just talking about Ron. Actually, my favorite Weasley is Jenny. And that's not just because she's the only girl. It's not just because she married Harry. Like, it's not it's not because of any of that. Like, I just love Jenny. And book Jenny was so much better than movie Jenny. Just throwing that out there. My favorite female character. Does this encompass like the entire world? How am I supposed to pick? I mean, obviously I'm gonna go Hermione because it's Hermione. But besides Hermione, You know who really resonated with me? Nymphadora Tonks. She is amazing, and I love her. And my best friend was here from Florida a few weeks ago. She was here for over 3 weeks visiting with me, and she watched all the Harry Potter movies for the first time. And Tonks was one of the characters that I couldn't wait to introduce her to, so I'll go with Tonks for now. My favorite villain. Well, there's only one, like, real villain, right? I mean, Voldemort, but I guess, like, the Death Eaters could be considered villains. Umbridge. Umbridge is the villain. I'm gonna go with Bellatrix Lestrange. That chick is nuts. Like, she is literally insane. Like, oh my gosh. Like, Helena Bonham Carter, like, the way that she brought that character to life was just, that was excellent. She's amazing. And in the book, she was amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bellatrix. My favorite male character. Obviously, answering Harry Potter is like, I can't do that because everybody loves Harry Potter. There's a lot of people that I really love that are guys. I love Remus Lupin. He, Remus, just Remus. So many feels with Remus. I love Sirius. I love Arthur Weasley. I love Dumbledore. I'm gonna lay it down. I'm gonna say my favorite male character is Hagrid. Just because Hagrid was such a constant. He was just a constant like friend and form of support for the kids, and he has my heart. I'm gonna say Hagrid. My favorite professor, that's gotta be McGonagall. Like, who's not gonna pick McGonagall? That woman, oh my gosh. I could sit here, I could do a whole video on why I love Minerva McGonagall. Would I rather A, wash Snape's hair, or B, spend a day listening to Lockhart rant about himself? I'm gonna go with Snape. I'm gonna wash Snape's hair because I can get that done fairly quickly. Like, if I had to listen to Lockhart all day, like, I would probably shoot him. Like, just no. Would I rather duel A, an elated Bellatrix, or B, an angry Molly? I am not messing with Molly Weasley when she is angry. Like, it was such poetic justice to me that Bellatrix found her end with, like, that Molly killed her because, like, don't mess with a mom. Like, seriously, do not mess with a mom. So I would rather take Bellatrix. Like, as crazy and murderous as that woman is, I would rather face her than piss off Molly Weasley. We'll just leave that there. Would I rather travel to Hogwarts via the A, Hogwarts Express, or B, a flying car? Well, since I have technically been on the Hogwarts Express, I'm going to say that because we did go to Universal Studios Orlando. That place is amazing for the Harry Potter fan. And we rode on the Hogwarts Express, so I'm going to say that because that was a really awesome experience coming from, like, a fan perspective. Would I rather A, kiss Voldemort, or B, give Umbridge a bubble bath? Oh my, gross. Like, no. No part of me is gonna touch Umbridge. Like, that's disgusting. Sorry, my camera. Something's happening with my camera. Anyways, we're good. Yeah, I'm gonna be kissing Voldy. Me and Tom Riddle, we're gonna kiss. Would I rather A, ride a hippogriff, or B, ride a firebolt? Honestly, I think it would be really cool to ride, like, on a broom. Like, I think that would be fun. But it would also be a little bit scary because a broom is not very big. Like, you have to, wrap yourself around it, and that just wouldn't feel very secure. So I'm going to say a hippogriff just because I love Buckbeak so much, and I think that'd be cool. Is there a character that I felt differently about in the movie? No, not really. I mean, I thought that everybody basically was represented really well. Like I said, Jenny was way better in the books. That's no disrespect to the girl who played her. I think her name is Bonnie something. I'm probably totally butchering that. No disrespect. Like, she did a great job. It was just, things were different. I mean, there's gonna be some changes from book to movie, and I felt like maybe she didn't get quite as much like screen time and quite as much of her personality like shown in the movies as it was in the books. But no, pretty much I thought that everybody else, they were pretty much the same. Is there a movie that I preferred to a book? No, I wouldn't say that either. I mean, it's definitely like a different experience. Like if I want, the book experience where I see everything like playing out in my head versus like watching like a movie over and over again, I mean, it's two totally different things. Did the movies like influence the way that I read the books now? Yes, just because, now when I'm reading certain events like in the book, like especially like the final battle and stuff, like I picture the movie because that's what they've done is they brought it to life. But I wouldn't say that I like prefer one or the other. They're a different experience. I can't really compare them. Richard Harris or Michael Gambon as Dumbledore. They both did an amazing job. Like I don't want to say like one or the other was better. There were definite like changes, when the actor was switched for Dumbledore, like it gives me like a different vibe, I guess. Like I couldn't like consider them like the same person, I guess. Like sometimes when they recast somebody, like you just kind of forget about the old one. Like there were definite changes, but I thought that they both did a really, really good job. I don't want to pick like one or the other. That doesn't feel right to me. My top thing, person or event that was not in the movie that I wanted in there most. There's a few little things like I thought that Harry and Jenny's first kiss was like not, it wasn't done as well in the movies as it was in the books. There wasn't as much like anticipation, I guess. Um, I thought the exclusion of Hermione and the whole house elf movement, the spew, her whole movement for that, I thought that was kind of like a funny little thing. Like it certainly wasn't integral to the storylines or anything, but I just thought that was a fun little thing, and I kind of missed that being in the movie. Um, and there's just, Harry is so snarky and he's so sassy, and there are so many quotes that were in the book that they didn't put in the movies. Like, obviously, I know that you have like a time constraint and you can't put every single thing in there and whatever. Like, I don't know. There's little things, but I don't think that there's anything like major that they left out. Like I said, the movies and the books are totally different experiences. So I look at them just differently. Like maybe extra things happened in the books that they didn't put in the movies, but I still know that they happened, if that makes sense. Um, if I could remake any of the Harry Potter movies, which one would it be? I don't really think I would remake any of them. I think they're fine. Like none of them really, I don't feel like any of them was like a disservice or like an injustice to the book, if that makes sense. Maybe I would make them a little bit longer, but then we'd be running into like 3 hour movies, and that's hard to do. Like, especially if you're gonna like rewatch them or you're gonna marathon them, like, that's just hard to do. Which house was my first gut feeling that I would be a part of? When I first really got into it, like, and I heard the descriptions of the houses and stuff, I kind of always thought that I would be a Ravenclaw. A little bit. Like, just based on who I was at that time. I got into the Harry Potter books when I was about 13, 14. So, who I was at that time, I thought, oh, yeah, I'm probably going to be a Ravenclaw, like, whatever. No, I'm a strong Hufflepuff. Like, whether I'm on Pottermore or I'm on, like, BuzzFeed taking a quiz, like, literally I've never gotten an answer besides Hufflepuff. Like, go Badgers. Like, Hufflepuff forever. Hold on. Sorry. Which house was I actually sorted into? Hufflepuff. What class would be my favorite? What class at Hogwarts? I've always been very intrigued by charms. I really liked reading about charms like in the books. I thought that was cool. Which spell would be the most useful to learn? Alohomora. You could unlock any door. You forgot something, you need to get back in somebody's house. People would probably use that for nefarious reasons, but whatever. What character do I think that I would instantly become friends with? I think I could be friends with Hermione. I don't know. Maybe. I would more than likely end up being friends with Luna just because I was not good at making friends as a younger kid. If I could own one of the 3 Hallows, which would it be? It would be the cloak for sure. I mean, who doesn't want to be invisible, right? Is there any aspect of the books that I would want to change? I mean, we're 20 years after these books were written. Like, let's just leave them be. You know, they've done so much good. Like, no, I don't want to change them. My favorite Marauder. Okay, I've already talked about Remus. I've already talked about Sirius. Harry's dad, he's fantastic. But I'm going to say Remus. If I could bring a character back to life, who would it be? Fred Weasley, hello. And probably Remus and Tonks, just because of, like, their son and just because they're so awesome. Hallows or Horcruxes? Is that even a question? Like, of course, Hallows. Like, Horcruxes are made from such evil. Like, no, it's gonna be Hallows for sure. So that's it. That's all the questions. I really enjoy doing this tag. I'm sorry for, again, the lighting and the interruptions. Let me know what house you're in. Let me know if you guys have done this tag. I would love to see your videos. And if you haven't done the tag, then I challenge you. I wanna see your thoughts. So that was 30 questions. This is a really long video, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Hufflepuff forever, and I'll see you guys soon. Mischief managed.